No, actually, I am a proud Canadian. When I go out in the world, I certainly have an Italian-Canadian perspective on things for sure, because the Italian in me is very, very strong. But no, Canada is my home. It's where my family is, my friends, and so there is this real deep connection to Canada, and I feel proudly, fiercely Canadian when I'm abroad. Oh, first and foremost, I'm a proud Italo-Canadese or Napolo-Canadese, depending on who I'm talking to. But I mean, the Italian community here is so strong. I grew up in a very strong community where my grandmother, till the day she died, never spoke English, and that's just a tribute to how strong the community is. And you take Villa Charities, for example. They are, helping seniors, helping, older Italians still have a connection with Italy and maintain that culture, that Italian culture here in Canada. So I think Canada is really unique, and when I go abroad, people are always saying, wow, you're also so Italian and yet you're Canadian. So I think that's a tribute to being Italo-Canadese. Oh, I mean, the Dolce Vita for me is all about family. And when I think I did my first cover with City Life and Dolce and all that, my children were infants. And today I walked through the door, and there's a holiday today, and my daughter said, "Daddy, you look so handsome," because I was in my suit, and I said, "Georgia, you look so beautiful," and it occurred to me, she is becoming this young lady, and it's amazing how time flies. She's only 11, but she is almost, I wouldn't say as tall as me, but she looks far older, and there's just this thing that for me is most rewarding, is that my family is so part of my work and my career, and really they are, I think, what Dolce Vita is all about, is being able to celebrate both work, family, and the good life. So they're a huge part of my career and what I do. Lasagna. There's only one piece. Growing up, we fought for it. Knives, corner, all the time. We leave the middle stuff for the guests. For the guests. The guests we don't like. But come on, you said you're going to give me hard questions. That is the easiest. I feel very blessed, and it's interesting because over the course of doing 180 episodes, from going to Italy to Africa, India, Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, I mean, the list goes on, I come back and it changes you forever. When you travel, it changes you forever. So for me, to go out into the world and take things from a different perspective that goes beyond food. I think food is our connector, and how we are able to connect with people, and it's a universal truth. Not everyone drinks wine, not everyone has to have whiskey or whatever, but we all have to eat. And there's something magical when you're sitting down, whether it's in Kashmir or it's in Vietnam, Cambodia, or in Sicily. It's all the same. And so for me, to be that conduit to an audience and bring in other aspects of life, I'm absolutely privileged and honored to be able to do that. Yeah, no, a lot of new projects. Of course, Dolce Vita is coming out on TLN this spring, but we are now doing a new series called Dolce Southeast Asia. We're finishing that up, and that took us to Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, and I'm also opening up a restaurant in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur in the Twin Towers. So that's really exciting, and yeah, we're in development for a show in the Middle East, so upwards and onwards. Yeah. What, you're not going to say, where's Italy? Where's Italy? No, it's very fun. I was just saying this to my office last week. When we first started going to India, I would, go visit my mom and dad in Woodbridge, and the little Nonna at Longos were saying, David Rocco, why not Italy? Why? Ma che fai in India? No? And it'd be so cute and wonderful. I say, il mondo è paese. There's so much to see. Now, that same little Nonna will stop me and say, where are you off to next? Ma dove vai adesso? Where are you? And it's been this really nice shift where it's not David Rocco that is just Italy, but now David Rocco, the guy who goes around the world and really connects with other cultures through my own Canadian Italian culture. So it's really exciting. To me, there's been a deal, subconscious deal that I made with myself, that if I am going to go out in the world and spend 17, 20 weeks away from my family or outside my home, my family has to come and participate and see the world with me. So my kids have been Ethiopia, they've been to Kenya, throughout Africa, India, and now they're in Vietnam and Cambodia and Thailand. So that is the deal, and it's a nice legacy for me to leave that and make sure my kids are able to be involved with me and also see the world. In my early days, I had to reconcile that, I'm away from the family so much. In fact, I missed my twin daughter's first 4 birthdays. So I saw their first birthday, but then when they're 2, 3, 4, 5, I was away, and unfortunately that's when production happened. But it was okay. I mean, we were all happy, and it didn't affect them, and we made up with it. I think it was a Disney cruise. So the joke now is, Dad, I think you have to miss one of our birthdays. I think we want to go away somewhere. Traveling is incredible, because every time you go away, you come back and you're never the same. And I think the older we get, and I say that as a production, as a family, we're looking at pushing ourselves, really pushing the boundaries of what we can do as producers. And every country, every city offers something really special. And just in this past series, we worked with refugees in Kuala Lumpur. In the shows in Rome, we worked on talking about the new face of Rome, migrants. What is being Italian now? It's certainly not just white. Like every city in the world, there is a whole different migration happening, a different color coming in, and they're all productive members of society. So we're no longer going to Italy, as an example, and doing spaghetti and meatballs and Mamma Mia. Not that we ever did that, but now we're really pushing ourselves to explore topics like prostitution in Genoa, and how gentrified cities or communities are now having to figure things out, and how they're getting along, and migrants in Rome and refugees in Kuala Lumpur. So someone said, you become more of a food journalist. And on some level, it's more just you open yourself up to changing, and also you just can't do a stand and stir anymore. Now it's about the human connection and how food can be a powerful medium. Most likely, the dish that I come home to is already made by my nanny. No, the joke is our tita makes amazing meatballs. And the first time I had them, I said, oh my God, tita. I said to my wife, I walked in and there was meatballs. I had them. I said, oh my God, these are amazing. I knew my mom didn't make them because she's in Florida. I said, was your mom here? And I didn't think so. And I knew Nina didn't make them because she was busy. And she goes, no, Tita made them, our nanny. So the next day I said, Tita, these meatballs are really good. And she goes, oh, sir, page 168 in your cookbook. I said, thank God the cookbook works, But no, we have the big family meals on the weekends. During the week, it is busy, and we generally eat a bit lighter, and certainly our go-to would be pasta, of course. My kids, they're little Davids, and that they're happy when there's a nice, good plate of pasta, and I think we're all happy. My kids are very funny because they'll cook, but they'll also be fantastic critics. And they'll say, Dad, la pasta è un po' scotta. It's a little, it's not too al dente. Dad, you weren't focusing because it's a bit salty. Dad, So they do it more just to kind of have fun with me, but I think they're slowly developing their palate, and it's nice to see also that their palate also goes beyond Italian food. I mean, probably one of our favorite family meals is a very good ramen, or pork buns, or Thai. So it certainly goes beyond, pasta soup. It's been an incredible ride, and TLN have been amazing supporters with the Dolce Vita brand, and really being behind us when we went into the world with National Geographic globally. And when other broadcasters, even in North America, went into game shows and contestants and all that kind of, non-inspiring TV, as far as I'm concerned, TLN, I think, they supported our vision of more of a global community and the power of food. And so for us, it's an honor hearing that, we were the leaders, and certainly we look at, our evolution as just a natural one, from taking food and understanding that with it, it's your passport to visit the world. Pineapple on pizza. I find it fascinating how the world is now, having all this wonderful debate on social media and all the rest of it. And one thing I've learned traveling even throughout Italy, we take Italy as a microcosm of the world. And from one region to the next, to the next, to the next, food is different. In some regions, absolutely, you can put a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano in a risotto di pesce. Yes, oh no, absolutely. In some areas, no. I think that as you travel more, one understands the evolution of food and how it changes from 1 kilometer to 100 kilometers. Food and recipes will change throughout Italy. And the Italians are the worst critics amongst themselves from region to region. And so in our crew, we have I Fiorentini, people from Florence, we have people from Milan, we have Sicilians, and we have Neapolitans. And at a crew lunch, everyone is saying the real, recipe and the real this and the real that. So to answer the question, is pineapple on pizza appropriate? I can only say it is not a traditional style Neapolitan pizza for sure. Would I want it? No, but it's okay. I can respect someone who wants to put it on. But isn't that wonderful about food and the dialogue it brings, and how everyone can take a stance and maybe be right?